So once you've selected your courses, and again you want to use this registration worksheet, you're going to want to look up classes on the bridge, and you're going to want to refer often back to your program planning guide. Once you've got everything figured out, you're ready to register for classes. So if you look at the bridge, there are a number of ways that you can register for classes. For example, we've got Liberal Education 1000 up here. And one of the ways that you can register for classes is actually you can just select these little check boxes here and register. Now in this case we want to be careful because Liberal Education has both a lab and a tutorial associated with it. So to successfully register in one of these classes, you always want to make sure to check to see if it has any labs or tutorials, and you want to register with those at the same time. Make sure that they fit into your schedule. So in this case, we've got the actual class, which is the one listed right here, Knowledge and Liberal Education. We've got one lab. You don't need to register for both of them, just one of them. And you've got 3 options for tutorials. And again, you don't need to register for all of them, just one of them. So if you select all 3 and hit register, as long as they fit into your timetable, you should be successfully registered in those courses. The other way that you can register for classes is if you go back to the registration main page, just right here, you can add or drop classes, and that'll bring you in a moment just to this page. Just ignore this for right now up here. So you'll see down at the bottom the add classes worksheet, and you can just input the 5-digit CRN codes right into that. So this one, for example, is for the Agricultural Studies 1000 class. And you can put in additional ones for your other classes and submit these all at the same time. And then once these have been successfully inputted, you submit your changes. And then if it worked, you should see your current schedule, and it will tell you that you register on the web on a certain date. Now, in this case, this is the schedule of another student. So we're not actually going to input these into here today in the actual worksheet, just because we don't want to interfere with the student's registration, but this is just so you get an idea of what it looks like. So just make sure that you follow this step for all of the classes that you want to register in. Either submit them into the Add Classes worksheet down at the bottom here, or you can register through the Lookup Classes or Class Search function. So I'll just go and look at that again. Agricultural Studies, Course Search, 1000, View Sections. And if this was a study that class that we could register in, we just select and register. So once you have successfully registered in your classes, it will display your courses on the add or drop page of the bridge that looks just like this. And if there were any errors, it will display an error message. For example, say we try to register in another course. It's just going to take a second here to load. It would give us an error message that looks something like this. For example, this time conflicts with another one of my courses. So if you see any registration add errors, just make sure you resolve them. And once you've done all that, then you are done. As a final note, just keep in mind that this schedule isn't final. You'll have approximately 1 week after the start of classes to add or drop classes. So don't panic if it doesn't look exactly like what you want. If you have any further confusion regarding what classes you can take, you can contact your academic advisor and the appropriate faculty.